If you want a sign that Kamala Harris brutalized Donald Trump last night, it's that in their post-debate coverage, Fox News completely panicked, blamed the moderators and ABC News for what happened. That's how you know that they know Trump has failed. Here is Martha McCallum on Fox News. Just listen.
Has or has not done as vice president. The question now is, how much does this move the needle?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be said that she was really never held to the fire.
Right.
She was not pressed by the moderators on her past positions and how she got from a very progressive, most progressive senator to where she is now. And that falls on ABC.
Right. Now, what they want you to believe is that because Kamala Harris wasn't fact-checked in the way that Trump was, it must have been bias. But what they aren't ready to consider is that Trump claimed to have won the 2020 election. And that got fact-checked because it's just an obvious and ridiculous lie. Kamala Harris didn't tell any lies like that. Trump said that you can do abortion after birth in some states. That's insane and obviously untrue. And it was fact-checked. So they're not willing to consider that the reason for some of those fact checks was that Trump was telling ridiculous lies. Sean Hannity attacked ABC, of course.
She certainly did.
Sean Hannity is in the spin room. Thoughts on this debate, Sean?
Disagree on other parts of what he said. I think the biggest loser in the debate, and we talked about this pre-debate, is ABC. The fact that we didn't get to fundamental, strong positions that Kamala Harris had taken on very deep and profound issues involving the economy and immigration. And
I recall that we did. But when all you can do is attack the network hosting the debate, you've lost. Jesse Waters could do no better than nobody won. It was just a bad debate. Nobody won.
Take us up on that.
Jesse, your thoughts?
I don't think the American people are watching and thinking any of these people won.
Oh, no. 2/3 of the American people believe Kamala Harris won.
This was rough. This was pretty intense at times. She started off shaky. She regained her footing. But I thought she was going to come out with some of these memorable lines.
Yeah. Jesse apparently watching some other debate than all of us watched. When you say nobody won, it's because your candidate lost. If you have any credible path to arguing that your candidate won, you don't say that it was a tie, that everybody lost. Laura Ingraham doubling down on the whining about ABC News as well.
Out and try to win those swing states, we should do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of all this, she prepared for a couple weeks. She moved the points a little bit on the betting markets. But in the end, we all know what we knew before, that ABC's goal tonight was to help Kamala Harris. And ABC did help Kamala Harris. Now,
there you go. Laura Ingraham saying that was their goal and they succeeded. Marco Rubio appeared briefly on Fox News and he said the debate was an embarrassment to journalism.
I walked over and tapping him on the back. He's my senator.
They were impressed. The reporters were impressed.
The biggest, I think, failure for the country tonight was ABC.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to journalism. I mean, it's on issue. I mean, there was times where they would say, Donald Trump, why did you do or say this horrible thing? And then the question to Kamala Harris is, what do you think about the horrible thing that Donald Trump did?
And of course, there were reverses of that as well. Kamala Harris, you used to believe this, now you believe that. What do you think? Oh, Donald Trump, what do you think about what she had to say? So certainly much of that in both ways. And then finally and hilariously, Dana Perino comes up with how you could think that Trump won. She says, if of the nearly 2-hour debate, you only watched Trump's first answer and his last one, you'd think he did okay.
If there's a grievance on that part, you'll see it. I do think that he won on points on his first answer about the economy, and then his last answer was good. So if you only watch those two parts, and if you're like first impression and last impression, you might leave with an impression that he did all right.
Yeah. Listen, if you only watch the first 90 seconds and the last 2 minutes, you might say Trump didn't completely fail. So Fox News running panicked cover for Trump, except for one guy on Fox News that was willing to tell some of the truth. Let's talk about that. One of our sponsors today is Zippix Nicotine Toothpicks. Zippix brings you a convenient alternative to smoking and vaping. And the vape clouds, the ashtrays, the thing in your lip that people can see. I've seen that around. This is an easier and less messy way to curb the cravings, and you can use Zippix just about anywhere. Zippix is available in 6 flavors with 2 or 3 milligram strength. The nicotine and the flavor are long-lasting, and Zippix has helped countless people kick the bad habits, and they are bad habits. Zippix toothpicks are FDA registered. Their customer service is second to none. It is one of the most cost-effective alternatives. Also, check out their B12 and caffeine toothpicks. See for yourself why so many people have switched to Zippix toothpicks. You can only get Zippix online. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com today. Save 10% with the code PACMAN10 at checkout. Just remember, you must be 21 or older to order. The link is down below.